Whenever we're facing a problem in life, in particular a recurring problem, I think it's important to take a look at all of the potential factors that could be contributing to this problem, even if they don't seem immediately obvious. On that note, in today's video, I want to talk about two things that don't necessarily seem to be related, but in many cases they are, and that is alcohol and retroactive jealousy. My name is Zachary Stockill, and since 2013, I've been helping men and women from all over the world overcome jealousy and possessiveness in their relationships and overcome retroactive jealousy. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one or you'd like more information about my work, please visit my website at retroactivejealousy.com. To be absolutely clear, this is not medical advice. This is not professional mental health advice. I am certainly not trained or an expert in anything related to addiction or anything like that. These are simply some observations based on my personal life, as well as observations based on over 10 years of working one-on-one with retroactive jealousy sufferers from around the world. Needless to say, consult your doctor, consult a registered mental health professional in your area if you feel like you may be having a problem with any substance, including alcohol. And for the people watching my channel for the first time, the term retroactive jealousy refers to unwanted intrusive thoughts, often obsessive curiosity, and what I call mental movies around a partner's past relationships and/or sexual history. So full disclosure, I am a drinker. I have enjoyed alcohol for many years. I've never had a problem with being addicted to alcohol or binge drinking or anything like that. But I did notice when I was struggling with retroactive jealousy in my early 20s, that when I was drinking, and in particular when I was drinking just a little bit too much, my retroactive jealousy was markedly worse. In other words, when I was struggling with unwanted intrusive thoughts about my then girlfriend's past many years ago, when I would have a drink or two, or sometimes when I'd have more than a drink or two, I would notice that the recurring intrusive thoughts became much more vivid, the mental movies became much more vivid, became harder to shake off, and more than this, my sense of groundedness, of emotional stability was completely thrown off, was completely askew. Other times, once I started actually putting in the work and taking the required steps to beat retroactive jealousy, I'd be making pretty good progress. And then one night or maybe two nights, I would have a little bit too much to drink, just a little bit. And I would notice that the retroactive jealousy got much worse. So why am I sharing this with you today? Because I speak to you today from the vantage point of looking back on 10 years of being a full-time coach and researcher on the issue of retroactive jealousy. And over the years, I have learned that my story, my experience in my personal life is certainly not unique. Over the years, I have heard from probably dozens by this point of retroactive jealousy sufferers who told me point blank that their retroactive jealousy was almost always worse when they were drinking, and in particular, drinking a little bit heavily. Drinking heavily is never a good idea, needless to say, but I would say when you're struggling with something like retroactive jealousy, drinking heavily can make your problem much, much worse. It can seriously hinder your progress, hold back your progress, and make the road to recovery much, much longer. Consumption of alcohol can lead to all kinds of variations in your mood, in the chemistry of your body, in how you feel in your body. It can make you more irritable than you would otherwise usually be. It can throw off your sense of groundedness. It can throw off your sense of calm. And the temptation to drink too much when you struggle with retroactive jealousy is very real for many people. In other words, when many people are struggling with the unwanted intrusive thoughts, the pain, the anger, the curiosity, the confusion, seeking some form of escape, like through alcohol, can seem very appealing. It can be very appealing to just want to down a bottle of whiskey and hopefully kind of just space out for the night so you don't have to think about your partner's past. Needless to say, I understand that impulse 100%. I used to experience a similar kind of impulse back when I was struggling with this issue many years ago, so needless to say, I understand. But I'm here to tell you, or perhaps remind you of something you already know, which is downing that bottle of whiskey or going out with your buddies and drinking way too many beer or whatever the version of over drinking looks like for you. Needless to say, this is not a good idea. This is not going to solve your problem over the long term. This is not going to cure your retroactive jealousy. And in fact, doing this and going down that route of seeking escape through alcohol is more than likely holding back your progress. And if you keep doing this over and over again, it's more than likely that you're never going to overcome retroactive jealousy fully. So I'm not advocating for total sobriety. I'm not advocating for anything really in this video. other than to simply encourage you to reflect on your own alcohol consumption and to ask you to think about how alcohol may be impacting your mood, your sense of stability or groundedness, and even if it may be impacting your experience of retroactive jealousy, at least on some level. And once again, in closing, just to really emphasize this point, if you feel like alcohol is becoming an issue for you, or you're feeling like you may be experiencing some kind of addiction to alcohol, please consult a registered mental health professional or addiction specialist in your area. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you got anything out of this video today, please take a moment to let me know by clicking the like button below. I would also ask you to please leave a comment beneath this video telling me what you think. And while you're at it, please be sure you are subscribed to my channel to be notified of new videos moving forward. Thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you soon.